I am doing my monthly big day trip to Disney World, but it may not be the whole day because I couldn't sleep last night because I was so excited, which kind of pissed me off because why am I that excited for, like, it made sense when I lived in California and was coming for my once-in-a-lifetime trip, and then second time in a lifetime, but not a common thing, trip. I literally went to Disney World yesterday after work, and it was too busy, so instead of dealing with it, I left, because I was like, oh, I live here. So, I don't understand why I was so excited last night. I am doing something new today. I'm doing the Wild Africa Trek, which I'm so excited. You meet in front of the safari at this little, like, stand thing, like, right across from it. You buy the ticket in advance. And then you get harnessed up, and you go on this, like, 3-hour walk adventure thing on the area where the safari is. And then you also get food on the savannah. That's what I understand. It's not till 12:30 and it's like 7:45 right now, which I wanted to, the park opens at 8, so I'm not gonna like be there in time because I have to go park and walk and stuff. So I wanted to get there, but shockingly I woke up with a tummy ache.
Got in the slowest line to enter the park, which usually it's not too bad. Here, Disneyland's a whole different story because it's like scan ticket and a turnstile and everything. This is like throw your fingerprint in. People in front of me, I don't know what they were doing. Park is officially open. I didn't get here quite in time. It's okay. I'm thinking of starting at the Navi River Journey because it's only like 10 minutes. Yeah, but Flight of Passage is really long, but that one sometimes drops in the middle of the day. Plus, I've kind of done it like a good handful of times, so I'm honestly fine if I don't even do it today. Well, the wait time definitely increased since I checked in the parking lot, but it's not bad. 25 isn't horrible. It's still early, so it might be like, they might just anticipated it higher. But then, I also have nowhere to be.
Welcome, travelers. For your safety, please remain.
I know there may be a bit of controversy around that animatronic, considering it costs more to make that than most people make in a lifetime. But I think it's beautiful. It's so cool. I think I'm gonna go to Dinosaur. I don't know why I always go to either Pandora or Safari first, because that's where everyone goes first. If you go somewhere else, it's so empty. Like 8:45. Dinosaur's like a walk-on.
Okay, now let's go get that dino. Computer, what are you tracking?
Styracosaurus.
Not our dino. Identify! our dino. Go, go, go!
I think I've done this twice. Once so I could do it once, and then once so Eliana could do it once. But it's a walk on pretty much. It's just started, I got in line. And then it's gonna close kind of soon. So I figure I should do it. Area in front of the tree and Avatar are really busy, but the rest of the park is dead and it's so nice. Like, look at that. The best ride. I'm going on this one, and you know, like I just said, the park is dead, so it may be a walk-on, but I'm physically closer to the single rider line, so I'm just a single rider, because who cares? Expedition Everest twice in a row. Single rider both times. And the line was actually pretty long. It's 30 minutes when I got out. And I did film on it for the first time because I have this new thing. I graduated from just a pop socket in my hand. So now I have this thing that like goes around my phone and hooks onto my phone, and then there's this bungee cord that hooks onto my pants. So I could like fully drop my phone and it would still be attached to me. I've been testing it. I got it for the Wild Africa trek later today. I got in line for the Kali River Rapids, which I hardly ever do. So actually Reese asked me the other day what park I go to the least. And so I enter Animal Kingdom the least, but I spend the most time in Animal Kingdom. Because Animal Kingdom closes early, so it's not one I can come to after work. So if I pop in after work, it's Epcot or Hollywood Studios, because Magic Kingdom closes early on party nights, and then parking there is just a hassle. So Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom are like weekend parks, and then others are weekday parks. And of course, I still do Hollywood Studios and Epcot some weekends, but not as often. But Animal Kingdom is my favorite, so I do it almost every weekend. I think I've done it every weekend since I moved here, except the first weekend in October. I went to Magic Kingdom both days, just because I felt like it. But anyway, what was I saying? Yes, I come to Animal Kingdom all the time, but I hardly ever do this ride. I just kind of forget it's here. I did it twice. The first time I was with 2 other people and we got like missed it, and the second time I was with 9 other people and 8 other people, total of 9, and we got pretty wet. Now I'm doing the Asia Jungle Path. Never see the bats.
Blair, get back here. Kennedy, get back here. Don't touch stuff. Come here, Blair.
Look at it. Decorated that for Halloween. These ones. Never seen these guys before. They're beautiful. Flaps on the side of their beak. Interesting. Find the Asia Animal Path very hit or miss. The bats are out this time though, but the tigers are really like the star of the show, and you hardly see them. I've seen one of them like once, That said, you gotta remember that a zoo where you're not guaranteed to see the animals is a good zoo, because that means they have places to go for privacy. And also more room to go. I'm gonna do the Feather Friends in Flight show.
Here in a second, Caroline is going to show off that agility because to make it through this hoop, she's going to have to tuck those wings in all the way to her body. All right, Caroline, what do you think? Shoes are ready. We're flying and... That was incredible. Out and ready, you don't want to miss it when he takes flight. And here's the cool thing. That when they do something we like being over on that rock right now, they get something they like in return in the form of a treat, a reward, which shouldn't be for untying my shoe. What'd she do? She just untied my shoe.
Oh, that's weird. You're doing a great job. Just keep going.
Okay, well, that's actually a good example to talk about, because sometimes different things happen that we might not expect. Untying my shoe, sometimes they go out and find random pieces of food, sometimes they fly around. I mean, these birds are empowered to do what they want, when they want, but it's up to us to communicate with them on what we want to see in the future. What? Are you giving Kenny treats for untying my shoes?
No. Okay, fine. Yeah, I did, but it's really cute, though, isn't it?
I mean, I guess so, but I don't want to encourage it. Seriously, Michael.
No, it's gonna
I have to work with Cindy later today on stage, and she's just untying my shoes. Okay,
I'm laughing. Cover them up. You can't cover them up. Places. Then how's she gonna get? How's she gonna get? Kenny, run! Before we get started, do you want to say hello? Say hello? Hello! Yeah, right? Mimicry. He's copying the sounds he's heard. Kiss? Great job, Groucho! Yeah, Groucho can sing. So you want to give everyone a big kiss? There you go, nice little kiss. Well, yeah, like
When she was younger, was unfortunately injured out in the wild. She had a wing injury, was unable to fly very well, and because of that, she was deemed non-releasable. But it wasn't all bad news for Hope. She was able to come here, live with us, and be an ambassador for her species. And that was really important because bald eagles were having a tough time out in the wild. Their numbers were dropping so incredibly low, it was feared that future generations would never get a chance to see majestic birds like this in wild places. But people took notice and they took action. They started doing a lot of things like cleaning up the waterways where bald eagles fish, or reducing the use of the chemical pesticide DDT, which was the #1 cause for their decline.
Yeah, and it was people just like all of us here that helped take action and save the bald eagle from the brink of extinction.
That's right, people like all of you helped out so much. The bald eagle's numbers started to skyrocket, and they went so high, the bald eagle was officially taken off the endangered species list.
I think that show it's just so cute, and like, shocker, it makes me tear up, but that kind of happens all the time. I still have like an hour and a half until my thing, so I'll go over there in an hour. Yeah, an hour to kill, and the lines all got really long now. Looking at the wait times on the app, it's pretty typical. So I don't really know what to do. I'm thinking stuff to be a bug and animal trails. So dumb, I know exactly what I want to do. I see the Lion King. Starts in less than a minute, so I'm gonna miss the beginning, but it's okay because they do an intro that I don't really need to see. So the song started. I am heartbroken because the theater was at capacity, and so they have a show every hour on the hour from 10 to 4. So I missed the 10. This is the 11 o'clock show. Then I have my Wild Africa Trek at 12:30. So I can't do the 12 o'clock show because I have to check in at least by 12:15. And that just time-wise doesn't work. So I can't do that. And it's a 3-hour thing. So that's 1:30, 2:30, 3:30. So I can't do the 1, 2, or 3 o'clock show. I can maybe make the 4 o'clock, but that's not guaranteed. And this is my favorite show. It's not only just like, oh, it's my favorite, but this will be my first time in the history of coming to Animal Kingdom, like my history of coming to Animal Kingdom, that I haven't seen the show. And that's just a second streak to lose. The little thing on my head is bugging me. But I'm gonna go check into the Wild Africa thing now. I'm gonna try and film as much as I can during the thing. I don't know how much of it I'm going to be able to do, like how much talking to the camera like this I'm gonna be able to do. If it's like a small group with like a guide, it just feels weird if I was like, hey. So it'll probably just be like filming the animals and stuff, but I will do what I can and give a recap at the end if I need to. I'm excited. She's giving the instructions. I just did it. So I can bring my phone with me, and that's pretty much it. I'll put this in a complimentary locker, and then, like she said, I can bring my phone and stuff, and they also take pictures for us, like paparazzi, and then we get to, like, get all of them, and they're free, and they are included in the price of, you know, buying this ticket to do. So, it's very exciting. I have to wait like 10-15 minutes, and then I'm gonna get my what's it called, like harness thing on, and they give you a water bottle and everything, and it goes in the pocket. It's all very well thought out. For anyone thinking about doing this, the requirements are you have to be at least 8 years old, at least 48 inches tall. If you're a minor, you have to be accompanied by someone 18 or older, between 45 and 300 pounds, and can't be pregnant. I'm unfortunately not pregnant. I'm getting geared up back here. All that. The harness they gave me was too small, like by a tiny bit. So she's like, I don't want you to have a wedgie, so she's giving me a new one. Like that. Alright, I'm all suited up. And then they give you the name tag, it's a water bottle, and then you have this so you can like hear the tour guide. So after everyone was suited up, we took a group picture, and then we started on the Gorilla Falls Trail, and we walked through about half of it until we came to a side trail and went through that little gate onto this trail back here, which took us to the back of the hippos. I'm gonna hook onto this and then stand out there over the hippos. Turn around, I don't see them. So now we are hooked onto that thing, and we're standing out overlooking the hippos. There's two in here, Henry and Hans. Henry is Hans' dad, and I can't remember exactly how big Hans was, but I remember Henry was around 4,000 pounds, which is just crazy heavy. So right here, Hans is coming up to see what snacks that one of our guides is giving him. That banging you just heard is actually her banging on a bucket, which is a way to signal to the hippos that they're about to get a treat. She then goes into talking about how they do positive reinforcement training with these, not only to just get them to come over for treats, but also for things like opening their mouth so they can have a checkup, or coming into the barn to go to bed, or things like that. So he wasn't too interested in this lettuce, and he did end up wandering away again. Him and Henry went into the corner where they sat for a while, and we got told a little more fun facts about the hippos and stuff. Henry was born in Germany, and Hans was born here in Disney's Animal Kingdom. He also has a sister here, and then his mom is also here. She's from somewhere else on Earth. And they told us that Animal Kingdom has a total of 11 hippos, but there's a few different locations they can be, as well as in the back. So we never got a good look at Henry, but Hans did wander back over, and now he was interested in the treats that she was giving out. He actually didn't care for the lettuce, but he did like the watermelon that was being thrown. And she told us one super interesting thing about Hans specifically is, so right here he's about to open his mouth, and you can see there's one tooth in the bottom middle it's big and it's sticking forward. It looks like it's broken, but he's actually supposed to have two of those, and he doesn't have the other one, because when they do their daily checkups, they had him open his mouth, and they saw a weird thing on the other tooth. They had the doctor come out, and it turned out it was a cavity. And they were able to manage it for a little bit, but it kept getting worse and worse, and then it was going to become an infection in the root of the tooth, and then eventually the jaw of the hippo, which was going to be a whole big thing. Then the story got interrupted to highlight Henry over in the corner pooping and peeing all over the wall, such a boy. But the infection in the jawbone would have been way worse, so they sedated the hippo, which I don't know how much anesthesia you'd need to sedate a hippo. But they did that, and they pulled his tooth completely.
What just happened mechanically was Henry over there urinated and defecated at the same time. And I know. And now I'm too slow. What the heck? So, yeah. And so they have a paddle kit now that swing it back and forth really, really fast. And playing that mixture everywhere. That's a good experience. So tying all the way back into the territoriality that I mentioned is really important to them. Even in the way they would use themselves is a way to mark their territory, to secure their territory. So a lot of things really tie into that for their battery position comes from. They don't hesitate to respond if they feel threatened in the But they're herbivores, as you can see, and they don't really unknown. So here we don't have them in a situation where they're going to be.
We're gonna cross over the hippos here, and then over the crocodiles on the other one. There's crocodiles. So scary. So I walked over the crocodiles. They were way bigger than I felt they would be. I took a little video, but not a ton because I was focusing on not dying. I wasn't actually faring. Here's one. There's like a really big one like back there. And that's the branch. So I kind of explained it, but after the hippos, we walked down a path a bit more and then crossed over one bridge, which went over the other hippo habitat, and then over another one, which goes over these crocodiles into this back area. And you know, they asked who wants to go first, and I volunteered, so I went across that bridge, which it wasn't too scary, actually. You feel very secure, and the bridge is meant to look like it's broken, but it's really not.
Some fun facts about crocodiles real quick for you. First off, we have some of the strongest bite forces in the animal kingdom. Anyone know how strong the bite force is? No, thank you. So 2,000 pounds per square inch. They're slow. You've been taking a look at this while there was in between waiting for them to do. Food.
So here we met up with one of the croc experts, and she told us some facts about them. The ones that really stick out to me, or one I already knew, which was just that their body temperature will be the same temperature as the outside, so they sit in the sun to warm up and everything. And then the other is that their bite force is 2,000 pounds per square inch, which force in pound, like that kind of doesn't really make sense to me, but I also know it's a lot. And crocodiles are scary. I'm scared of them.
This is my room. No brothers and sisters or mom and dad. Right? So they each have their own territories. We want to find out more about them. So we do a lot of research by taking a look at a lot of birds, which is why I asked you to see because they're looking at hours and hours of footage. Then also with now crocodiles, we are currently working on a new training. So these are pretty and she will be the very large hands of their back. See how they're webbed? That can help propel them through the water quite a bit better. Their tail is going to help them be the ones to propel them through the water. So if you've ever wanted to give a crocodile a high five, this is your opportunity. Just wanted that.
After the crocs, we finished our hike through the forest, where we came to this truck and got on it for our own extended private tour of the savannah. Now we're going on our private safari. This is a regular safari truck.
See what are some best practices in order to help out some of the media dogs that are out there. And what they've learned is that helping lower speed limits is actually really helping out there, giving those drivers time to react to them. That way they're not hitting them. So pretty cool. Something like that is actually really taking, into effect. Oh, hello. This is a good spot right here, Randy. Cool. We're all clean. If you want to stand up, you're more than welcome to. Definitely check out the Panda Dog Research Trust because they do a lot of really cool stuff. Not only do we partner with them to help out with the lion conservation, but we also do partner with the Giraffe Conservation Foundation as well. Yeah. We didn't even San Barbara Zoo did. However, we're not that much better. Anybody know what SIMBA means in English? Yeah, it means like, again, we're not much better. We're not much better. But with those breeding recommendations, like Hannah was mentioning, how we have like the Zillow ancestry Oh, they all get spooks. Except Mara, she's just thin. Oh, that's Mara's daughter all the way over there too. That's Maple. Actually, they're right over there right before they ever come watch. Oopsies! As we're passing on by, we're going to be seeing some more animals. We have our woolly cattle in the back that's right over there. We have our Patterson's eland that's right over here. And one of the biggest infant species in the world. We also have some tiny ants up. Oh, this is also his older sister, Boo. She was born around Halloween.
We're now at this little hut. So I was talking quiet because I was all awkward, but this is what they call a boma, and it's where we stop to have a snack on the savannah. I don't know why this clip is all like glitchy, but I kept it in because I wanted to keep the panoramic I did. Cows.
You'll see Luna. That's actually going to be Nadira's little sister. So Luna has made an appearance. So keeping an eye out. A little over 3 months old. And his older sister, who's older just by like a couple of weeks. She's right over there. She was born just like 2 weeks before. Yep. Aziza is the mother of Dot, as well as our very young male. His name is Pep. That's her aunt Kianga, that's right over there. Her mom is probably still lagging behind a little bit. Kianga, no need to be threatening. Kianga is, oh sorry. Kianga is like putting out her ears, making herself look bigger. I'm like, you don't need to be that threatening, Kianga.
So I started filming this both because, like, look how gorgeous it is, but also there was a backup of all these trucks, and you'll see why in the next clip. It is because the zebras had wandered onto the road, and obviously you can't hit the zebras, so yeah, it backed it up forever. They really couldn't move for a long time, and we ended up staying in that boma longer than we were supposed to because we had to take this road too, and it would be pointless to just go sit in the car when we could just stand there and watch them. Zebra and lion problem. Eventually all those non-safari trucks got them out of the way, and we got back in our car and finished our little safari tour.
Change up who's in which habitat. So we might have one set of girls in one habitat, the next day flip them, so the other set is to stay. People hear some things about them, but not a whole lot. I'm going to stop talking about rhinos for 2 seconds because our kitty cats are hanging out to this side. If we could slow roll, that would be great. There we go. I know someone was so excited to see lions. So there are 2 lions. We've got Dakari, the male, off to the right-hand side, and Kamari, our female, off to the left-hand side there. They are doing what
So lions signify that you're getting to the end of the safari ride, which is also the end of the Wild Africa trek. We got off in roughly the same spot you get off the safari ride, and then as a group we walked back to the front where we started, and we got our stuff from the lockers, and then we also got instructions on how to retrieve all these pictures. Speaking of pictures, all the videos included in this were taken by me, but all the photos were provided by the people in the Wild Africa trek. They bring a camera along with you, and your tour guides take pictures of both the animals and you during the whole thing. Everyone in the trek gets access to all the pictures at no additional charge. I thought this was such a cool experience and had a great time throughout the whole thing. I also got super lucky and had perfect weather for my trek. Even the guides were saying how perfect it was. Speaking of the tour guides, I can't forget to thank Hannah and Dominic for taking us through the safari today. To anyone interested in doing this, I highly recommend it. The ticket prices vary depending on the day. My after-tax price, after the annual pass discount, was $198 and some change, and I think it was worth what I paid for it. It was almost 3 hours long from start to finish, and included everything, including pictures, food, and a complimentary water bottle. Okay, so super fun. What I'm thinking is like voicing over some of it, because like you can't hear what they're saying, and then they just told us facts and stuff. We'll see. You already know how it turned out. That happened well before this in the vlog. But it's like 3:30, which means I can make the 4 o'clock Lion King show.
Come on, let it reach your goals for broke and let's hear it on the wing. It's gonna be a super awesome thing. Oh, I just can't wait to be king. Oh, I just can't wait to be king. Oh, I just can't wait to be king.
don't film too much of it, but I can't help if I'm addicted to it. Like, it's crack cocaine. It's so good. I'm doing Cali River Rapids again. Only because I was walking by and it was short. So after the rapids, which I didn't film on, the Expedition Everest, which I couldn't film on, and the lady sitting next to me sucked. She was like yelling the whole time, not like woo, but like yelling at her group, which was in front of us. But they were in like a different car. Like they weren't just the row in front of us; they were like the car in front of us too. She's like yelling the whole time, and then she's like woo, like waving her arms, and then like she's like hitting me in the head with her arm. Like put your arm down. Like you can't feel my head. And I kept looking at her, being like, "Are you serious?" Like. So I had like a disgusted look on my face in the picture, which is why I even downloaded it. So it has a watermark, but you can. Yeah, she was awful. There should be some sort of license and competence test before getting an ACV because they're in the way and not doing anything that a normal thing should do. Anyway, I'm leaving because everything was like too long. I'm so tired. I'm coming like off a 50-hour work week and a 4-hour sleep. Today was mainly for the Wild Africa thing. And then just some bonus time.